The Lion King has been officially reinterpreted by legendary director Jon Favreau on July 19th, 2019. And I gotta be honest with you guys right off the bat, I genuinely loved this reimagining. And I've seen it get a ton of hate online across the board, but I seriously thought it was great. The hyper-realistic animation style was incredibly breathtaking in every single scene, whether we're talking about the way the fur moves on each different animal, or the specific mannerisms of each animal. Like the way Timon scratches his paws while he stands frantically like an actual meerkat. Or even just the way the grass and trees sway in the wind is beyond realistic, and it's simply beautiful. Sean Bailey, Disney's president of production, called the film's visual effects a new form of filmmaking, and said that historical definitions don't work, stating that it uses some techniques that would traditionally be called animation, and other techniques that would be traditionally called live action. It is an evolution of the technology. And honestly, I think that sums it up perfectly. My eyes were glued to the screen for the entire 2-hour runtime, which flew right by because there is not one dull moment in this movie whatsoever. Of course, for the most part, it's a shot-for-shot remake of the original Lion King, so if you loved that movie, then you're going to at least find some enjoyment out of this one. I really just think most people reviewing this movie online went in wanting to not like it, so they came out not liking it. Because I went in with a neutral mindset. I love the original Lion King, it's one of my all-time favorite movies, but I also heard all the overwhelmingly negative opinions, so I really didn't know what to think about this film before I saw it, and all I can say is I'm so happy I did see it for myself, because it's another home run on Disney's part in my opinion. This summer with Aladdin, Toy Story 4, and now this has just been exceptional on every level. People need to understand the original film isn't going anywhere. This is just a separate interpretation that's totally fun on its own. I personally thought the voice acting was incredible from everyone. James Earl Jones reprising his role as Mufasa, Donald Glover and Beyoncé as Simba and Nala, Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner as Timon and Pumbaa, Keegan-Michael Key and Eric Andre as two of the hyenas. I mean, come on guys, those choices literally couldn't get any more perfect, and I seriously felt them as those characters. And it's obvious everyone was having a blast filming this movie. The joy and happiness comes through in full effect, especially in the songs. Oh my gosh, I loved the music with all the new singers. Even the new song Spirit from Beyoncé was so powerful and amazing, I just couldn't help but sing along to all of them when they came on, so sorry to anyone who was in the theater with me, but I just had to let it out. Finally, one of the biggest complaints I've heard about this film so far is that it doesn't portray the emotions of the original film at all. But I gotta be honest again here guys, I felt like it did a really great job of that. When the movie was trying to be funny, I was laughing my head off, especially at Timon and Pumbaa. They were just hysterical the whole film. When the movie was trying to be sad, I felt it. For instance, Mufasa's death scene was incredibly heavy and portrayed exceptionally well in my opinion. I've seen tons of people saying, Simba doesn't even cry in this version. And like, yeah, he's a lion. It's realistic. Lions don't cry. What? J.D. McCrary still did a great job showing the emotion through his voice, and when Simba curled up next to Mufasa, I still just about cried right there in the theater. And finally, when the movie was trying to show romance like between Nala and Simba, I totally felt it. You feel the emotion and weight of this film through the actors and mannerisms of these animals in a hyper-realistic setting, not by seeing them do things animals can't really do. That is literally the point of this reimagining, and the point to basically all of these Disney reimaginings that people are just ignoring and calling money grabbing. If you wanted to watch a totally animated film, then just watch the original film. But if you're willing to have an open mind and explore a totally different type of movie, then give Lion King 2019 a shot, because it seriously blew me away and exceeded any and all expectations I had. So for all these reasons and more that I'd love to discuss with everyone in the comments below, I'm giving The Lion King 2019, just like Aladdin and Toy Story 4, the coveted 5 out of 5, A+.